Hello, I'm Mike Nelson.
I'm Kevin Murphy.
And I'm Bill Corbett, and we'd like to welcome you to this Rifftrax of Night of the Living Dead.
Or, as it's known to its fans, NOTLD, or Not Led.
I always thought it was not told, or no told.
No, hang on. I think they say notled, really quick like.
Well, whatever it's known to its fans, we're here to guide you through the world of NOTLD. No-telled. They installed that cemetery sign, and like every rural sign, within minutes someone blasted it with a shotgun.
This thing, we still remember. I don't. You know,
He was a Devo fan long before there was a
Johnny,
Devo.
it takes you 5 minutes.
Got ahead of it.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
I think they'd have covered some of this conversation on the ride here.
Which row is it in?
The Mickey row, I think. Seems tacky to organize a cemetery by cartoon characters, but you gotta admit it works.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk. There it is.
This is why when I die, I just want my ashes to be blasted into the orbit of Saturn in a solid gold urn.
Reasonable. Took extra time and makeup for this woman because they wanted to be sure that her wig didn't integrate with her actual hair at all.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish, you can clean this up. Sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same one.
I have a similar suspicion that Domino's is delivering me the same pizza over and over again, too. Certainly tastes like it, anyway.
Johnny came along 40 years too early. Otherwise, he would have achieved fame and fortune as the PC guy.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Odd choice of words.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you.
They want to tell you about Ron
There
Paul.
comes one of them now.
Oh!
Hey, I just buried my wife, and I'm looking for a rebound fling.
Johnny! Help me!
Come on, lady, ward him off with your giant forehead.
At no point in time should you consider kicking, punching, or striking a blow of any kind.
Just twirling.
Well, it's going to be a much more pleasant drive back to Pittsburgh now.
Recoiling in terror from this guy is perfectly reasonable response, even if he hasn't attacked you.
And thus begins the timeless horror movie cliche of the heroine falling while being chased. Monsters and axe murderers must not be able to believe their luck, being totally outclassed in foot speed over virtually every type of terrain when suddenly their victim simply falls down.
And they'd still have at least half a minute to get up and run, but they always lay there like slugs. The monster must think, man, what a gift. She had me by a mile.
No, she's lucky this guy didn't have the OnStar system, or he'd just call up and say, yeah, trying to eat this woman alive, but she's locked herself in the car. Yes, sir, we have you at the cemetery. I'll open that car for you now.
And she's instantly accused of eyeing an old woman's lemon drink. Indiana Jones is hiding inside that fridge.
Playing on everyone's innate fear of taxidermists, of course. Turns out to be a well-founded fear. Roughly 4.5 million times more likely to be killed by a taxidermist as you are by a CPA.
She's terrified, stumbling around the house with a knife. This is how I get anytime Christmas carolers show up at my door.
Two guys came to watch him do his Joe Cocker impression.
What you think?
Stab, 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 stab. Ignore cries for mercy. Stab, stab, stab. Kick still writhing body. Stab, 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 stab. That's my effect.
Apparently the zombies were emanating that weird mosquito noise.
It's all right.
The Steelers covered, so if that's why you look so worried, it's all right.
Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
The zombies have a very efficient phone tree network.
Do you live here?
I like to ask permission before I wreck a toilet, but in all honesty, regardless of your answer, it's going to happen anyways. It is inevitable, ma'am.
What's happening?
Oh, no, I really shouldn't.
What's happening?
Well, ma'am, if you insist.
Zombie Jiminy Glick.
Two of them.
Wouldn't it be okay if I just came in and there ate your brain for a little while, don't you think?
There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two.
I
Look, I know you're afraid, but we have to...
I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Lady, shut I pretend to know what motivates a zombie, but part of it might be anger over the tacky clothes their loved ones buried them in.
Gross. Zombies sound like Apple fanboys watching a Steve Jobs keynote.
Her script was mostly composed of those pages from standardized tests that just say, this space intentionally left blank.
Don't look at it.
You beat one to death and impale their brain, then you can look at it.
Lousy freeloaders, nobody's looking at this thing until I say so. Let's set up a tent and charge admission.
Will there be a zombie discount?
I haven't decided, but probably.
Even for a junk drawer, that's pretty damn junky.
Come on, it's a junk drawer. There's got to be some googly eyes in here somewhere.
Well, so far, the guy whose name we don't know is my favorite character, narrowly edging out the girl who hasn't said a word in 15 minutes.
Yeah, once you've lived through a few zombie outbreaks, you learn to store your zombie boards right there in the kitchen for easy access.
Good planning. Oh, now don't feel bad. Your wood is good, too. If you ever need to make a picture frame, it'll come in real handy.
Won't be long for those things to be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now.
He holds a degree in behavioral zombology.
By now, there are no more screams. I realized it.
I preferred the death screams to crickets chirping.
Oh, it's hot in here. Hot.
Not for her. Okay.
Gentlemen, we've just received word that the President has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation.
The President has instructed cabinet members to make sure they bring their brains.
To be joined by
Waking up terrified in a strange old house, hammering noises coming from off in the distance. All very similar to the time she got roofied by Bob Vila.
My God, a 30-second hammering montage really would have sufficed.
Set it to taking care of business. Have a clip where he holds the nails in his mouth and pretends to swallow one to crack Barbara up. Yeah, I could see that.
This place is boarded up pretty solid now.
Windows directly behind me notwithstanding.
For a while. We have a gun and bullets, food and the radio.
An old dirty-sounding board game called Uncle Wiggly.
Sooner or later, someone's bound to come and get us out.
But if not, it'll be up to us to repopulate the Earth. So just think about that.
Urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
Nagging feeling that I missed a spot with the boards, though. But where?
How long you guys been down there? I could use some help up here.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
Why does the bald guy talk like a 1920s
How are we
newspaper
supposed to know
reporter?
what's going on?
Al Capone's on the lam with a blind tiger in the cat's pajamas, see?
Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there.
What with all the chest sweating we were doing?
I made my decision, now you make yours. Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to.
I've analyzed every possible outcome.
Down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
First on the list, we'll need some sort of chest deodorant.
That's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
Guys out back seem cool, though. They've got a Frisbee.
That's like Black Friday at Walmart, but with slightly less homicidal shoppers.
Guy's short-lived career as a manicurist went down pretty much the same way.
He's not confused. He's just conflicted about how much he enjoyed that.
I guess he doesn't want to blast the zombie till he's decided on the proper quip.
Nothing? Come on, I will not tolerate half-hearted, catchphrase-less zombie blasting.
Still no zombie catchphrases? No, what's your name? Blam! Who's your daddy? Blam! Brains. Oh, gross. Joanne's eating a bug.
Mr. Cooper thinks he's got problems. This whole time his sister Winnie isn't sure whether Kevin Arnold is going to ask her to the dance or Becky Slater. Wow.
Look.
A South American dictator.
A meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
Actually, we've just taken over Chile.
There's a definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation
Quite a cookie duster there.
Cause these mutations.
There was a very high degree of radiation.
Well, just a minute.
Hey, let the rabbi finish.
That's certain at all. I don't think that has been
the only logical explanation that we have at this time.
We've agreed to rule out midichlorians.
Your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard.
This is back when newscasters were all cloned in a lab outside Batavia, Illinois.
Any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers.
We believe God is seeking vengeance for folk music.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
What, does it have laser cannons? It's a pickup. How hard can it be?
You're it, then. You and I'll go.
Wait, I suddenly forgot how a truck works. Only there was some way I could be balder and my forehead sweatier and my lips even more non-existent.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time?
I like marshmallows.
Get me a Michael Jackson. You're the Pepsi generation.
Hey, he's a zombie groupie.
Hey, his shirt's back on.
Not only are they hard to kill, they regenerate cotton at an alarming rate.
Let's get out of here.
Doesn't have a beaded seat cushion.
Come on.
My jacket's gone.
Wow, it's an interesting time to give us that new information.
Announce that she has male genitalia and then blow her up?
Way scarier than any zombie.
They don't seem terribly committed to zombieing at the moment.
Now they've been feasting on the living all night. They're probably full.
Or maybe they think that killing and eating a black person will somehow peg them as racist. Jimmy Buffett fans. The real truth.
Margaritaville.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
And does it have a Jamba Juice?
I don't know.
Geography fills me with ennui.
We were
Just look back at the script here.
just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Taking those questions in order, no and Spain.
Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
What are we, migratory birds?
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
This guy loves his two-part questions.
Where did you eat last night? Did you have broccoli?
I want to rock!
Wow.